Now on a Sunday afternoon in Northern California, MLB The Show has baseball from the Oakland Coliseum. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend series between the Boston Red Sox and the Oakland A's. Chris Bassett gets the ball in Game 3 of the series. What's your take on him, Dan?
One of the things that jumps out if you look at that stat sheet, a very high whip coming into this start. One of the things he's going to have to do a much better job, keep traffic off the bases, keep the walks down, try to limit the amount of hits. He's had a rough go of that so far this year. Let's see if he can turn it around in this one.
Slider taken here, 1 ball, 1 strike. Bassett playing here in his age 29 season. He was a 16th round selection back in 2011.
I know this guy wouldn't go into the category of superstar, but to grind out the career he has being drafted where he was, my hat's off to him.
And now here's how the visiting Red Sox line up in this one. Dan Plesac, who you focused on?
Well, you have to be really impressed with what J.D. Martinez does for this offense. He hit over 45 home runs last year. I mean, he has elite power. I watched him hit some balls that you just go, my goodness. I think he's got a shot at 50 this year if he can stay consistent.
And he popped him up back into foul territory behind first. And this is going to get down. It's a foul ball. The 1-2. Tried to hold up there. Appeal down to first and no swing. It's ball 2. The 2-2. Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
In now, J.D. Martinez. As he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. And at first for him following the 1-out single. Now a move over to first, and the runner back easily. He's set. Here's the 0-1. There goes the runner. Pitch misses low. The throw down. Perfect throw, and they got him at second. Just underway here in Oakland. Lined into center field. That's a base hit.
Batting fourth. Right.
Here's Mookie Betts. Here's the first pitch to him. Hit on the ground to third. Chapman's got it. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So David Price will do the pitching in Game 3 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Thanks, Matty. David Price, former AL Cy Young Award winner. Big fastball, 95 to 97. Curveball and a slider. One of the things he does well, commands the strike zone, throws a lot of strikes.
Well, these Red Sox entering play here this afternoon. They come off another loss last time out, and in fact, they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Yeah, Matty, they lost their last game. It was only by 1 run. They should be able, those are the tough ones, but they should be able to put this one behind them.
Throw pulls the first baseman off the bag.
Right fielder.
Next up for the A's, Stephen Piscotty. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Here comes the first pitch. Runner goes. Pitch misses low. The throw down is not in time. Pretty close, but he got in there safely. So he's in safely following the stolen base, and running has been made a priority on this team here in the early going as we view the league leaderboard for team stolen bases. And we see that these guys currently sit 5th best in the American League in that category. Here's a changeup that's right there, 1-1. Barreto stands at second with no outs. Skied into straightaway right. And that's taken in straightaway right. Will he try from second? And he is in there. With that, let's look at the starting lineup for the hometown A's. Who's the one to watch, Dan?
Well, Matt, I think the cleanup hitter might be the difference in this game. He hit over 40 home runs last season. When you start getting into that 40, 50 home run, those categories, that's special power. That's raw power. He's one of those rare commodities of baseball, so it'll be fun to watch him in this one. That pitch up in the zone called the strike, and that's a tough pitch for a batter to hit, though, that fastball that's high in the zone.
And now a pitch that's taken here by Lowry as that evens the count at 1-1. Lifetime versus David Price. He's totaled 4 hits in 18 at-bats. Up in the zone for him, and he takes a called strike 2.
If I'm the guy in the batter's box right here, I have to take a step out, adjust my batting gloves, take the pull side out of it, because that was 3 fastballs in a row.
Comes back with the cut fastball for strike 3 called, and there are 2 down. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Chris Davis. Trying to cash in here in his first at-bat with a runner at 3rd and 2 gone. And this is cut on and missed below the knees, and it's 0-1.
Hey, boys, you talk about getting your A swing off. That's what it looks like right there. A guy with massive power letting it eat.
And, boy, they're really giving him fits inside now as he can't get extended there, and it's 0-2 now.
2 things pitchers really love: called strike 3s and jamming hitters. How about that? Talk about that jam right there. That's about as good as it gets.
Bradley is there, and he puts this one away for the... Here's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland, as it'll be 5, 6, and 7 due up to kick off the 2nd inning. In there, no balls and a strike.
So far, this has been a very good outing for this guy. Listen, he doesn't have the best stuff, but what he needs to do, and he's doing it right now, throwing strikes early, trying to initiate a lot of contact. The more pitches that the hitters see off this guy, the better chance they have to go ahead and square something up. So he needs to continue to attack early and get some quick outs, attack the strike zone on the 1st and 2nd pitch.
And this one's tapped fouled at home plate. The 1-2. Here's a swing and a high pop-up. Lucroy is under it. 1 out.
All right, guys, so here's how the Oakland A's are lining up on defense for this one. And known as one of the best framing catchers in the game, Jonathan Lucroy can beat you multiple fashions. Not only can he do it from a defensive standpoint, catching and throwing to second base, but he can also move the ball on the offensive side.
And 2 quick outs here in the 2nd. Rafael Devers the next to bat. He'll work on keeping this top of the 2nd alive. And a fastball to start things out here. Not close. It's a ball and no strikes. That's inside. 2-0. The 2-0 on the way. It is in there for strike 1. Stung into the gap in right center for what should be extra bases. Running hard, he's digging for 2nd. And he'll coast into 2nd here with a 2-out double.
Let's take another look at just a textbook swing right there. Good weight transfer, good hands to the ball, solid contact, and great extension through the ball.
Yeah, that's about as pretty as a swing gets. Nice look at it there from our camera guys as well. Here's Jackie Bradley now, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. Looking at a tough pitch called a strike. Hit back up the middle, and this gets right through him, and that may be a run. And the Red Sox are off to a 1-0 lead.
What a frustrating inning from a pitcher's standpoint, Hero. You get the first 2 out of the inning, the next guy doubles, and then you give up a 2-out base hit to drive in a run.
Yeah, you want to talk about on the complete flip side, firing up an offense. You see your 2 boys go down, 2 quick outs. You mix in a gapper right there. Double finds himself on second base, and he's able to come through. Next guy's able to come through with a big 2-out knock.
Lynn is a middle infielder by trade, of course, usually a shortstop, but they've got him at second base in this one.
Yeah, this one kind of reminds me of how I was raised. I came up as a shortstop, and everyone thinks you could just go over to second base, seamless transition. Not the case. It kind of feels like you're stepping on a different part of the earth right there. Everything's happening at way different angles. Turning a double play at second base becomes a real focal point and stuff you have to work on. Shortstop, the angles are all moving in front of you, all moving.
They'll extend their lead here as the runner scores from first. So much of this game is situational hitting, guys. Nice job there.
Yeah, you've got to find a way to pick your teammates up when you're given the chance, and he doesn't try to do too much right here. He just takes what's there. Safely on second, and his buddy is high-fiving teammates in the dugout.
Takes a fastball on the inside corner.
You know, Matty, when I first broke into the league, you wouldn't see that high heater first pitch right out of the gate. But I think there's been a change in philosophy here. Back in the late 90s, early 2000s, guys wanted to attack you more east-west, get you leaning left-right. Now you're seeing guys attack in the philosophy more north-south. Just with launch angles and exit velocities, I think guys are afraid to throw that sinking fastball for fear that guys are just going to run their barrel into it. Not the case with the high fastball.
Oh, 1, here's the pitch. Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed.
Come on, don't let him score.
Popped him up. Olsen in foul ground. And that's the third out. So next up for the A's, Matt Olson. He'll be the one to lead it off against David Price here in the inning.
Hey, we're still in the early stages of this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Flipped out the other way towards short. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
A nice leadoff single to start the second right there. They're already down. They got to find a way to stay on the attack and get back in this game. We'll see how they play it here.
First pitch on its way. Popped him up. And no one will get this one.
I know it's a guessing game, but usually when you flip that coin, it better come up fastball at this level. You cannot be late right there. That was right in the wheelhouse.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2.
The guy on the mound must have a different scouting report than we have right here. This looks like a beautiful situation for a double play right here, but he continues to pound up in the zone.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first down.
So here's how the Bo Sox are positioning themselves defensively. And let's focus our attention on Xander Bogaerts, shortstop, up the chute. One of the best in the business, one of the smoothest players in the game. We talk a lot about Robinson Cano and how he goes about his business at second base. The X-Man is no different at shortstop, and the bat plays too.
Line drive to center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out. In is the catcher, Jonathan Lucroy. Lifetime versus David Price. A number of meetings, he's 1 for 7. Here's the first pitch to him. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. Little chopper back to the mound. Throw to first in plenty of time, and the side is retired. Welcome back to Oakland as we're set for the start of the third from the Coliseum here on the show. Digging in for his second at-bat, J.D. Martinez. 1 for 1 after a single his first time up. No balls and 1 strike. Nothing in 1 count. Here it comes. Sliders in for a strike. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
Normally not a good pitching plan to throw the same hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row, but both of those sliders back-to-back were so good, I might just go ahead and try to throw another one.
Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because Once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
Mookie Betts is at the plate now as he looks at strike one. The 0-1 on its way. Ripped down the first base line, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. 0-2, here it comes. Missed with a slider. One out, nobody on. Lifted into the air out towards center field. And that's in there. Base hit.
Dan, how frustrating is that right there? You execute your spot, keep the ball down below the zone, and the hitter's still able to execute and drive it up the middle.
Well, that's one of the things, Mark, as a pitcher, you're taught to work down in the zone. You're not always going to have the ball hit to one of your fielders, but if you consistently keep the ball down in the zone, good things will happen.
0 for 1 for him here in this one. Hard hit ball to second, and he'll get the fielder's choice play at second, but that's all. He's sick. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Blake Swihart. So far 0 for 1 with a flyout. Outside target here, and he hits it for strike one. Lays off the sinker here, a ball and a strike.
And the reason he's working away so much here is because he's got that big hole on the right side of the infield to worry about, with the first baseman holding the runner on.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. One left.
Leading off for the Athletics.
Now the first pitch here from Price.
Coming in.
High and deep to right center. Betts on the run. But he won't get to it, and this should put him in scoring position to start the inning. The relay, and this will wind up a closer play than I thought, but he's in there with two bases.
Managers these days like to think of that 9-hole hitter as the second leadoff man, and he plays the role pretty well right here. Gets the leadoff double, and now he gives the real leadoff man a chance to bring him home.
And next up will be Franklin Barreto, as the first pitch to him runs a bit inside for ball one. 0 for 1 here in the early going. Swinging a soft liner, and one gone. Throw back to second, and that's a double play.
Up next for Oakland. Right fielder.
Outfielder Stephen Piscotty the next to hit. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. Swing and a miss on a pitch below the knees. One strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Hit high and deep out to left field. And that's off the left field wall. And a good job to get to it quickly and get it back in. That'll hold him to a 2-out single.
Number 8.
He just sports that ball off the wall, and now the question will be, should he have continued on or not? He thought about pushing it, I'm sure, but decided to play it safe. It would have been close, but I think this time he's probably right in staying at first.
Off the plate and away there. 1 ball, no strikes. First time up, he went down looking. Now the 1-0. Swing and a little tapper. That rolls foul for strike one. Piscotty leads off first with a pair of outs in the inning. Swinging a ball line softly down the left field line. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit. Fortunately for him, though, no error on the bobble, and the runners will hold at first and second now. Ready for another chance? Chris Davis looking to make it 3 straight 2-out hits here. He's got a runner in scoring position at second. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Davis swings and throws from the right side and stands at 5'10". His contract is set to expire at the end of this season, so he may end up hitting the market this winter.
Yeah, Matty, there's 3 dates. The time you get called up and the time you get to arbitration, and one when you finally hit free agency, where you have a chance to truly enjoy this game and get paid for all the hard.
A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. Back goes Martinez to the track. And he makes a nice catch on the track as that ends the inning. A's strand a couple. Rafael Devers the next to bat. He'll try to get it going here to begin the fourth.
One of the keys to securing a win, they want to keep the pressure on and try to build that lead as much as they can moving into the later innings.
50th pitch of the game on its way. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike two. Ready on 0-2. Liner into right center. That's a base hit. Around first, digging for two. And he's not stopping. He wants three. And he is into third with a leadoff triple.
Of course they feel good about the triple, but I know how managers think, and he's in the dugout wishing that triple would have come when some guys were on base. They've left a lot of guys out there in this one. We'll see if his teammate can bring him home.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Piscotty ranging back, and just short of a home run. This ball's off the wall. And he's in safely to third. As also on the play, a run comes across to score.
Looked like the outfielder might have thought that was just going to be a long fly out. I know I did too, but it carries farther than anybody thought and all the way off the wall. And by the time he realizes it, it's too late, and he's got a clutch RBI triple.
Stepping in now, Zue Lin. 0-1 the count. Oh, 1 count. Here's the pitch. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
He's certainly giving up plenty of hits in this one, but the funny thing is he hasn't walked anyone yet. That tells me he's throwing strikes, but he's just not throwing enough quality strikes.
So 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Two pitches fouled away.
Little guessing game going on right now. Being late on that fastball after the change. He had to be sitting off speed right there.
Lifted into center field. Barreto into shallow center. 1 down. So the Red Sox lineup turns over, and to the plate, Eduardo Nunez is working on a 1-for-2 game so far. Takes this the other way to right. Catch is made here in right, and here comes the runner from third. And not in time as the run scores.
Well, that wasn't your standard sac fly hit. It was hit pretty low and hard, so it wasn't a given they were going to send it. But they did, and they add a number to the run column.
In there for strike 1.
I guess the game plan from the offensive standpoint today coming into this one was they were going to work the counts. They've been super patient at the plate in the early goings of this game, and they've got the lead looking for more.
A ball and a strike now. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. But it bends just foul into the second deck. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And a sinker there. Swung on and missed for out number 3. They get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard.
Leading off the
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. Set to lead us off in the home half of the 4th inning.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
Count now a ball and a strike. 1-1. Ground ball foul down the left side. The 1-2. Swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Here's Matt Joyce now, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Lifted into center field. Bradley on the run. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Digging in to try it again. Matt Chapman hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat. Sinking line drive out to right center. That gets down, and the inning continues. A 2-out hit, one that'll bring up Jonathan Lucroy to bat this inning.
Yeah, I don't know if I love the approach of pulling the trigger on that 0-0 pitch. I can't imagine that's exactly what he's looking for. The result works. Pitcher can't be too mad.
Into the box now, Jonathan Lucroy. Pitch misses low. The throw down. And he'll be tagged out at second base. Trying to get into scoring position. Here's J.D. Martinez. A hit in 2 tries so far.
Left fielder.
Here's the first pitch to him. And that one stayed up a little high. A bouncer to the left side. And safe, says the first base umpire, as the throw was too late. And E4, as he certainly had his problems that time at second base. Here's Mookie Betts. He's singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Fastball in there for a called strike. Martinez gets his lead at first, nobody out. Turned on down the line, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. Popped him up. Chapman is over, and he's got it for the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
There's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland. He reached on a fielder's choice previously. First pitch coming. Here it is. Way out in front.
It's really hard to match up this poor performance when you dive into the numbers. This guy's thrown over 80% of his first pitches for strikes, but he's going to need to have to clean his stuff up a little bit better and get the ball down in the strike zone.
Liner in there for a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second, as there are 2 aboard now.
Now batting. Catcher.
Ready once again, Blake Swihart. No hits to this point. On its way is pitch number 75. A ball and no strikes. 4 runs, 10 hits, and 1 error on the Boston line score. Now the double steal is on here. Soft liner to the left side. A tag for 1, and he's safe. Trying to pick things up where he left off. Rafael Devers already 2 for 2. We'll look to add on right here. First pitch here misses wide. 1-0. 2 men are on with 2 men out. And a strike to even the count. 1-1. And that one just missed outside.
Great chance right here as a hitter to be aggressive. You can pretty much count on a pitcher. He's trying to get back in the strike zone. And with 2 guys on base right here, it's time to grip it and rip it.
Here now the 2-2. High in the air out to center field. Moving under it, Semien. And that ends the inning. Boston strands a couple, but they're in front 4-0. Riding in once again. It's off in the bottom of the 5th as they look to break through on the scoreboard for the first time in this one.
Yeah, baseball is a game of adjustments, and it's time they start making some. They don't need to change their entire approach necessarily, but now is maybe when they start thinking about ways to get the guy on the mound out of his rhythm a bit.
Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
Yeah, Matty, not only is this guy using all 4 quadrants, he's elevating, getting their eye level up with a quality fastball.
1 ball and 2 strikes to the A's catcher. fouled away.
Batter's going to have to find a way to regroup right there. That caught too much of the plate. He knew it. He missed it. He might not get another opportunity to put the ball in play.
Lifts it into the air to shallow center. Bogarts moving to his left. Looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. Now at the plate, Marcus Semien. He'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Ball one. Swung on and missed. 1-1. Here's a little chopper up the middle. Bogarts charging in on it and safe at first on a bang-bang play as that last lunge was enough to beat the throw. So the Oakland lineup turns over, and to the plate, Franklin Barreto. He was a double play victim last time around. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a high fastball for a strike. And here's a ball hit in the air. But no one can get to this one as it's down for a foul ball inside the visitors' bullpen. 0-2, here it is. This one skied out toward right. Lynn ranging into shallow right. He can't get to it. This one's down. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. So problems out there in right field as this is going to wind up going as an E9. Ready for another shot now. Stephen Piscotty. A fly out and a single for him so far. Here comes the first pitch. Hit in the air to center field. Bradley is there. 2 gone. The relay throw. And the tag's there. He's out at third base. It's a double play. And just like that, the inning is over. 1 left for Oakland. They're down 4-0. Here's Jackie Bradley now.
Leading off for the Red Sox, center fielder. Jackie
From the stretch.
Bradley Jr.
This is popped up. Chapman is there. 1 down.
The batter,
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Very weakly on the ground. 0-1 count. Here's the pitch. Sent on the ground out to second. And the 6th inning is progressing quickly here. Now 2 away.
the batter, number 10. Designated hitter.
Digging in once again, Eduardo Nunez. A hit in 2 official trips to the plate to this point in the ballgame. Looks at a 2-seamer right down the middle.
You know, you look at this hitter, he doesn't care about being down 0-1. He doesn't care about having 2 strikes with him. He's got the utmost confidence in his ability to work back into the count and get him something over the heart of the plate.
The 1-1 pitch. Fly ball out to straightaway right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that. Here's Jed Lowry now. 1 for 2 in the ball game thus far.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Lynn is right there, and it's a very quick out number 1.
Left fielder.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Chris Davis. He flew out in his last at-bat. Line toward the alley in left center. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
There's a lot of moving parts in some guys' swings. It usually takes them a month or so to get it ironed out.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. As Price starts him with a strike, it's 0-1. A hit in 2 tries for him so far. Right side. Scooped up. On to Moreland, and that's in time for the 2nd out. Ready now, Matt Joyce. 0 for 2 here to start the afternoon. First delivery to him on the way. Swung on and missed. Outclassed by that fastball for a strike.
Yeah, guys, the key to hitting in the big leagues is to hit off the heater, and this guy is obviously sitting something else.
Chased a low ball there, and he's quickly down in the count 0-2. Davis at second with 2 down. Hit high and deep out to left center field. Ranging back is Bradley. Still going back. See you later. Over the wall, a home run.
I think it's time to start pitching around this guy. He's hit 3 home runs already in the series. I'm not sure what more they need to see, but this is not the guy I want to be pitching to right now.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. 1 ball, no strikes to count. 2 runs, 8 hits, and 1 error on the Oakland line score. That misses. 2-0. Well, he's having a good amount of success here, Dan, even though he hasn't really gotten a ton of swings and misses.
Yeah, it amazes me how every game you pitch can be so different, Matt. Sometimes it feels like guys can't touch you and you're just punching everyone out. But other times you don't have your good stuff and you really rely on movement and location to get outs. That's been the case for him today, and it's really working. Boy, what a time to pull the string on him. On 2-0, there's no way anyone's thinking changeup. So if you can locate it, that's pretty much unhittable.
Now Price misses here on 2-2, and he runs it full. 3 balls and 2 strikes. And whoa, awfully close, but it's ball 4 according to Woody Keller.
As the pitching coach heads out to the mound, I think this is probably just a case of giving your guy a chance to catch his breath, pump him up a little bit, let him know that he's got it under control.
First offering on its way. Takes a knee-high fastball. 2 out with the man at first. And he takes strike 2. And Lucroy behind the ball and 2 strikes.
Wow, that's a tough pitch to take. 0-2 fastball just off the corner, and I mean just off the corner.
And a good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. Line to the right side. In there, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Well, T-Row, there's another base hit making it first and second. They're piling up the hits on the day, but so far not many runs to show for it.
Yeah, definitely a few knocks in the cupboard makes you feel good, and the batting average goes up, but that doesn't help you win ball games. Somebody has got to come up with a nice AB with runners in scoring position.
Marcus Semien is in for a 3rd plate appearance as he watches one miss inside. It's 1-0. That one's going to find the seats. Strike 1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1. High in the air out to center field. Bradley on the run. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. But the Athletics strike for 2, both coming on. Back here at the Coliseum in Oakland. Red Sox on top in this one as we get set for the 7th. But first, here's a look at our game summary to this point.
Leading off for Boston.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Leaves a slider up high, but it's taken for a strike. And he lays off for ball 1. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now.
That's where he wants that sinker to end up, but that was a nice job of laying off.
2-2. The 2-2. Hit sharply on the ground, and that finds its way through for a base hit. So it's a leadoff base hit to start the Red Sox half of the inning. Here comes Bob Melvin now out of the Oakland dugout. And it changes in the offense, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. First pitch of the at-bat. And there's one well above the zone for a ball. Colombe has a good reputation for preventing the long ball. One swing can change the complexion of the ball game when you're coming in late, but he rarely lets that happen. Part of what makes him as effective as he is. 3-0 now.
A lot of times you'll see the take sign after 5 straight balls to start the inning, but with the middle of the order up at the plate here, I wouldn't be surprised if he's turned loose. Just has to be the right pitch to hack at.
Oh, on the ground to short. Could this be 2? The second for 1. On to first, so he comes right out of the bullpen and gets the double play. So here's the Boston cleanup hitter, Mookie Betts. In his last at-bat, he popped out in foul ground. Starts him out with a curveball for a strike.
Hey, that's a great job by the pitcher to get ahead right there. You know you got a star hitter at the plate. He's not afraid to go to 2 strikes or go deep in the count. That's what you have to do. You have to put him at a disadvantage with the count.
Hit on the ground to third. Throw on to first, gets him, and the side is retired. And next up will be Franklin Barreto. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point.
Even though we're moving into the back end of this game, they're only down by a couple of runs. You know that old slogan, a bloop and a blast? They could certainly use that right now.
The windup and the 0-1. Chopped weakly to the left. Throw just in time as they get him by an eyelash.
Now batter. Right.
Ready for another chance? Stephen Piscotty is working on a 1-for-3 thus far. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Grounder down the line at third. This is foul for the first strike. Another strong outing here for David Price. Just 2 runs allowed through 6 1/3. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
That fastball must have a little late life on it, because that was right in the wheelhouse, and he still wasn't able to get good wood on it.
Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jed Lowry. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Push softly over toward the right side. The flip to the pitcher covering, as that will retire the side. They're gone in order. They trail it here 4-2. Here's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland. Will start us off in the 8th. Set and the pitch. Off-speed pitch in the dirt as he takes it for a ball. Changeup stays outside and is behind 2-0.
You know, sometimes it takes a pitcher a few pitches to get going, but those 2 pitches weren't even close. In.
He's set and the 2-1 pitch. And he just misses with a curveball. Blake Swihart waits on deck. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. Now the 3-2 pitch. It's a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Ready once again, Blake Swihart. He reached on a fielder's choice previously. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Hit sharply on the ground. And that is through into center field for a 1-out single.
Hey, guys, he's lucky he's getting this baseball back. He hung that middle of the plate. The batter's eyes lit up, and he was able to put good wood on it.
Rafael Devers the next to bat. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. He's 2 for 3 and looking for more here. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Davis is under it. And he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Ready for another shot now. Jackie Bradley Jr. He was retired after popping out in his last at-bat. Hit hard on the ground to second. And that's in there for a base hit. His 3rd hit of the game.
Yeah, that hard hit single right there. That's clean. 3 for 4. He's looking locked in.
Digging in to try it again. Zue Lin. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He's set. Here it comes. Lifted in the air out to left. Davis on the move. And that's the 3rd out. Boston. Here's Chris Davis now. He leads off their half of the 8th, and they've been unable to get that starter out of the game to this point.
Yeah, he settled in early on the mound, partly due to the lead his guys gave him to take some of the pressure off. He's taken that and pitched very effectively in this one.
Left side of the infield into the shift. On to first, and a sigh of relief in that visitor's dugout as that's a big man to retire to start out the home 8th. Riding in once again, Matt Olson. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. There's a ball ripped toward the gap in left center. And he is in at second base with a 1-out double.
That's what you call a clutch piece of hitting. Down 2 runs, he puts himself in scoring position and brings the tying run to the plate. We'll see what they do with the base open here. This one's getting interesting.
Now the Red Sox skipper's up out of the dugout and on his way toward the mound. And that's going to be all this afternoon for David Price.
Number 46.
So a new pitcher entering the fray now. It'll be the hard-throwing right-hander Craig Kimbrell. Here's Matt Joyce now. As he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. A couple of RBIs for him already and a chance for more here.
In that last at-bat when he went deep, he turned around a pretty good fastball. So I'm kind of thinking this guy's a good fastball hitter. So I might want to move that ball up and down and in and out and try not to throw it right down the middle of the plate.
To 1-2 now. Kimbrell, originally from the state of Alabama. This is the final year of his current deal, so he'll be a free agent at season's end.
I'll tell you what, boys, I'd like to be this guy's agent. He's approaching free agency. He's one of the best players in our game. He's lived up to everyone's expectations, and I expect him to get absolutely paid this offseason.
Here he comes again, 1-2. Missed with a breaking ball.
2-2.
Olson leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. Popped him up. Swihart over to his right. And he brings it in on the warning track. So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. And Dan, this could be a real make or break situation at this point in the game.
Yeah, Matt, at least scoring 1 run in this inning is so important to them to possibly get back into this thing. Baseball doesn't have a clock, but you only have 27 outs to work with. They're running out of those pretty quick.
I'm set with the 0-1. The 0-1 is a fastball low, and that evens the count at 1-1. The 1-2. Swing and a miss on the knuckle curve, and the inning is over. So the Red Sox lineup turns over, and to the plate, Eduardo Nunez. He'll lead things off against the same reliever that finished off the last inning.
Well, you don't see in this day too many relievers going multiple innings, but guys have to earn that trust from their managers. We'll see how he handles it here.
Now the 1-1 pitch. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. But this will land out there just foul. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike 3. Here's Xander Bogaerts now. Last time through was a base hit. Here comes the first pitch. First pitch has him dancing to avoid it. It's ball 1. And that pitch misses in the dirt, and it's 2-0 now. Grounded back up the middle, and that'll find its way into center field for a 1-out hit.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Two-seam fastball, sinker. He stayed inside it. Didn't have the action the pitcher would have liked.
You know, that's a sinker right there, Mark. It's intended to be down in the zone. This pitcher better get the ball down because he can't live up in the strike zone.
He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. From the stretch. Off-speed pitch here, but it dips below the knees, evening us at 1-1. Saw his eyes light up that time, but he swung at a bad one there.
You know, that can really be an effective pitch to a guy that has a lot of pop. They're up there looking for a fastball up in the zone, so if you can place it a little above it, they have a hard time getting the barrel up there.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time. Out number 2. Here's Mookie Betts. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Right fielder, Mookie Betts.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. A fastball right down the middle for a strike. Bogaerts is off at first with 2 away. 0-1 pitch, and he can't make contact on the bender. 0-2.
I'm going to chalk that one up to he didn't see it too well right there. To get such a late swing on an off-speed pitch, a good curveball right there to go down 0-2. He's got to regroup.
A little bouncer. That's a foul ball.
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt, but he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
The 1-2. Hit down the third baseline. Well, this is a foul ball as the count holds steady at 1-2. The 1-2 to third. Chapman brings it in. Throw pulls the first baseman off the bag, and both runners are going to be safe.
First baseman, Mitch Moreland.
There's the first baseman now, Mitch Moreland, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He went down on strikes last time up. Sent on the ground out to second. And the throw to first will be in time, so the Red Sox come up empty, and the inning is over. Matt Barnes comes out of the bullpen to shut things down here in the ninth.
Number 32.
Digging in and looking for more, Jonathan Lucroy. He'll be the one to get us going here in the bottom of inning number 9. He comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Swing and a little blooper to center. And that'll get down for a base hit.
That's another base hit for him. I got to say, though, they've had a really hard time turning all these hits to anything productive on the scoreboard. Only 2 runs to this point, so stranded runners has been the theme most of the game. We'll see if they can cash in here.
First pitch on its way. A swing and a miss at the good old Uncle Charlie. Nobody out, runner on first. ready. Here's the 0-2 pitch. Swing and a looper to left. Martinez coming on. Oh, and a great diving catch for the first down. And lucky for them, the right fielder's there to back up the throw. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Franklin Barreto. He was a ground out victim last time up. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Sliced hard on the ground, and that's in for a base hit. Finally, make him 1 for 5 now.
Boy, that's one of the, I guess, the advantages of hitting with that hole between first and second base, Hero. First baseman has to hold that runner on. That leaves that right side wide open.
Yeah, and credit the batter right there. Nice piece of hitting right there. Not trying to do too much. He took a look at the defense and saw where it was aligned and tried to beat him.
Stephen Piscotty comes on with one away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0. Oh, pretty healthy hack that time. It's 1-1.
Well, these hitters can expect to see a heavy dose of that big fastball from this reliever. It's a major part of his arsenal.
Fly ball out to straightaway right. Betts has a read on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Digging in once again, Jed Lowry. And he needs to make something happen. They're down to their final out here in the 9th. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Right over the middle, knee high. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. Misses here as he falls behind the Oakland third baseman. 2-1 now.
A lot of times you see guys get too aggressive and try to do too much at the plate with guys on, but right here he's doing a great job of waiting on the right pitch. Got himself ahead in the count now.
Even count, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Lucroy at second. Barreto on at first with 2 down. Last strike now for Oakland. Grounder hit hard down the first baseline. Oh, and this is past him down the line. A fair ball. The relay. And he will be called out at third in a tough way to end it here as this ball game is over.
Yeah, he does surrender 1 run, so it wasn't a flawless performance. But in this game, you don't have to be perfect. You just have to be good enough to win, and he was.
A 1-run finish, 4-3, the final tally today. Boston took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. David Price wins his 3rd.